Good afternoon, Captain Eric Mannino here with Fisherman's Boat Group and Boston Whaler Boats. Today I'm going to debut and show you the 420 Outrage rigged with 450 Racing Mercury motors and show you all the creature comforts and amenities that this 420 has to offer. So come on aboard and let me show you this amazing 420 Outrage. All right, so welcome aboard Boston Whaler's 420 Outrage. Today I want to show you all the creature comforts of this boat, but let's start in the back. First, the seating. Everybody wants to make sure they have plenty of seating, and which this boat has enough seating for 15 people in this boat. You have seating here. You have tables that pop up from under here, nice, beautiful teak tables. You have two big, huge fish boxes in the floor. You have your summer kitchen, which has a refrigerator slash freezer. It has an ice maker. It has plenty of drawers for all your utensils. And if you want it to be a fishing boat, then you can set up to be a fishing boat as well. But this way this boat is set up now, it's more strictly for pleasure. So you have your seating up in here, which gives you another 3 seats, 4 people there, so 7 people right here just in the back of the boat. It's not set up so much for fishing, but it does have a nice 30-gallon live well, which gives you plenty of room for all your bait. And if you don't want to use it for bait, it's all insulated because everybody knows that Boston Whaler is completely foam filled. So every compartment on here is also insulated. So you have your live well slash cooler if you want to use it. Come up here now, let me show you some of the other creature comforts that I love about this boat. So what I love about the 420 Outrage is not the vast amount of seating only, is that everybody can be comfortable in a boat like this. Obviously, again, you have the seating here, you have pop-out seating here, pop-out seating there. This whole thing encloses with isinglass, and in 94-degree temperature outside, if you put this isinglass in, you see all these vents? There's 18,000 BTUs of air conditioning being pumped through the upstairs. The downstairs has its own separate unit, but just the upstairs, just in this area right here, 18,000 BTUs is the most BTUs you're gonna get in a boat of this size. So everybody's gonna stay nice and cool. I even had the boat, running the boat open with the AC on, you know, sitting out on a sandbar and having the AC pumping. I mean, look at all these vents. So if you're sitting here, you're staying nice and cool. If you're sitting at the helm, you have air conditioning at the helm as well. So think about it, 3 people here, 6, a seat there, a seat here. So 8 people sitting right here in the air conditioning, staying nice and cool. The seating is very, very soft. You see a lot of boats that have, you know, really, really thin cushions. The Whaler is they go above and beyond on every little, I mean, look at the hardware and the stainless on this boat. I mean, it is second to none. You know, you've seen a lot of my videos, I talk about the essence of how a Boston Whaler is actually built. If you actually went to the Boston Whaler plant and watched these boats being built, I assure you, you would never buy any other boat because everything is so heavy duty. And when you think about being in the ocean 3 times a week, even once a week, the boat gets beat up. I mean, you're out there in the elements, and the ocean is very unforgiving. And so you want a boat that's gonna hold together. You want a boat that's gonna be tight. You know, you're getting a brand new car and everything is nice and tight. And then over time, the steering gets loose and the car starts shimmying. You don't get that in a Boston Whaler. What you get in a Boston Whaler is the top of the top when it comes to the nuts and bolts and screws of a boat being built. Let's come up here to the console. All right, so welcome up now to the captain's quarters, captain's area here, the console. You know, a lot of boats these days, you see everybody has their own kind of layout. What's cool about a Boston Whaler is every single thing is at your fingertips. You have the trim tabs that are automatically set. So if Uncle Tony's 420 pounds and he moves to this side of the boat will automatically level itself out. It has the active trim, which if you're in any type of seas and say you're running at 35 miles an hour, it'll trim the motors out to give you the best optimum fuel consumption that the boat can get at that RPM, which is pretty cool. And then you see the Trip 16 Ray Marines. What's nice about the Ray Marines is everything is integrated. And what I mean by that is I can turn every light switch on, every pump on, everything that has electric to it, I can control from my screens. So everything is at a touch of button, so you don't have to go downstairs to put this on or go upstairs to put that on. Everything gets controlled from here. And now let's talk about the air conditioning. Again, 18,000 BTUs is being pumped into this area. That's a lot of air conditioning. Most homes don't have 18,000 BTUs, never mind a boat. So everything is integrated in itself. You know, talk about a Boston Whaler, I hear all the time. Well, I can't afford a Boston Whaler. Well, let me tell you something. Being a charter captain and a boat captain and a fishing captain for 24 years, you can't afford not to be in a Boston Whaler. No sales pitch, no, you know, trying to sell you a boat. Authentically, if you watch the way this boat is built and you see an older model boat, like a 2012 or 2011, you look at the seating of the boat, it looks like you had it from day one. So you're spending a little bit more money, but you're getting the quality and craftsmanship and detail of what it takes to have longevity out of your boat. So now that I went through this kind of console area, let's go to the front of the boat and show you all the creature comforts up there. Okay, so now we're up in the front and the bow area of the 420 Outrage. And this boat has so much seating, it's not even funny. So if you're gonna buy a boat of this magnitude and have to worry about seating, not in this boat. And everywhere you turn in a Boston Whaler, there's a cup holder. So anywhere there's a seat, there's a plethora of different cup holders, seating, backrest, teak table. You have every type of amenity that you can possibly want. It even has a sunshade that comes out. This one, you put a manual, and then everybody in here could be out of the sun. There's an electric one in the back. So if you're out cruising, partying, sandbarring, drinking margaritas, you know, everybody can get out of the sun, or the people that want to worship the sun can lay out here. You got full lounges here. Obviously up on all this is storage. You have chase lounges here. You have your teak table here. I mean, the boat has everything. And did I mention the stereo in this thing? They can hear you coming from a mile down the intercoastal with the jail audio system in here. I mean, the boat is very, very well put together. It has something for everybody. And I didn't even get into the downstairs yet, but just the upstairs and the seating and the amenities and everything that Boston Whaler gives you makes it worthwhile. This boat, full of fuel, people, gear, tackle, everything, you're talking about 34,000 pounds. There is no 42 on the market that even comes close to the weight of a 420 Outrage. And you say to yourself, well, wait, I'm gonna burn a lot of gas. Well, yes, if you're buying a boat like this, you're gonna burn some fuel. However, I'd rather burn some fuel and everybody in my boat be safe and comfortable and dry. Most important thing when it comes to boat. And if you have kids running around a boat, knowing that they're safe, you can't put a price tag on that either. So let's go downstairs now and show you some of the creature comforts and amenities downstairs. Okay, so now we're downstairs in the cabin area of the 420 Outrage. You know, and every time I come in this boat, I'm overwhelmed because the craftsmanship that goes into this boat. I mean, if you look at the natural wood floors, the natural wood steps, it really classes up a center console. Boston Whaler took the center console by storm, and they really built a tight, sexy, classy, fully functional center console. A lot of these amenities you see, you get in a lot of the big cabin cruisers, but what Boston Whaler has done with the 420, and that's why we sell so many of them, is because it gives it something for everybody. But I mean, look at the seating, look at the lounging area. Oh, and as I mentioned, this has its own AC down here, 12,000 BTUs, which most homes have. It gets pretty darn cold down here. And the head area, the bathroom area, has a rain shower, full sink, obviously porcelain head. I'm 6'1", and I can stand in there and take a shower, no problem. It really has something for everybody. And just like if you're at home, the creature comforts of being home in your living room or your bathroom or, you know, any part of the house, really. I mean, short of having a jacuzzi built on the front, that's probably the only thing that I would want to have in my boat is a jacuzzi on the boat. But again, this is center console. This is a 34,000 pound center console that'll handle anything you can throw at it. Again, if you want to cook, microwave, stove, sink, I mean, really, you can take this boat and go away for a few days, and everybody will have a place, and everybody will be comfortable. Refrigerators, you know, garbage. I mean, it has everything you can possibly want in the boat. Oh, and the headroom. Again, I'm 6'1". Sunroof, skylight. Obviously, you can close them up, you know, and get the sun out of your face. It really has. I could take it completely closed, and now I have, you know, get it nice and cool down here. I mean, really, what else you want? TV. It has everything. So if you have any more questions about a 420 whaler or any one of our whalers, please look us up on the internet. It's Jet Ski of Miami and Fisherman's Boat Group. My name is Captain Eric. I am here to answer any one of your questions. I want to thank you for tuning in, because this is an amazing, amazing 420 outrage. I'll see you next time.